I know you're sad, Robyn. I understand you've had a rough week. You've had a
Very rough
long
week.
and tough week. While I here have been succumbing myself to the worst form of torture. You think you've had a bad week? I think I've gained a lot of forbidden knowledge. Like, this is dark arts.
I've had a really bad week. I've had like a really, really rough week. And you're sitting here saying you had a worse week than me?
Yes, actually, I did have a worse week because I had to learn stuff to understand a certain group of people, okay? And you see, children, I would say, are like the most annoying group of kids, okay? When I was a math tutor, I had to deal with these fucking kids all the time, and I thought I was like a cool guy, but in the inside, I was like, I don't fucking understand what these kids are doing, what they watch, and I thought, well, Robyn has some MILF kind of body, you know, she kind of be a MILF one day, she could be a mom one day, or maybe you engage with like children on a consistent basis, so...
No!
Am I wrong? I mean, one day, at least one day, you know, or at least Gen Alpha at the very least, because what I've learned will probably rot your brain. It will, because I'm gonna explain to you brain rot today. Okay, I'm gonna explain what kids are watching these days. Now, I had to go down so many rabbit holes because I myself am trying to understand. Like, I have cousins who are so young that I had to meet during the holidays, and it is probably like it's like another language they speak sometimes, right? Coming from a Gen Zer, I'm like, what the fuck are these kids watching? I didn't watch like anything that they watched back in the day. Like, what did you watch as a kid, Robyn, when you were growing up?
I fucking watched a lot of Wow Wow Wubsy. I was fucking on that shit.
Me
I loved
too. Wow Wow Wubsy was the shit. Okay,
was the shit.
And the best that kids are watching these days, I would say, is Bluey. That's like the best of the best.
Bluey's great. I watch Bluey in my free time.
I'm not saying that Bluey is bad. I'm just saying that it's the only golden nugget compared to the trash that it's on top of. And I learned so much. Okay, so that's why I thought it would be beneficial to you. Okay, even though you had a shit week, maybe you'll get like some kicks, or maybe like take a couple notes to maybe learn one day how to deal with children and how to understand them. Because I know what these kids are watching, and oh boy, it's something else. Because
oh wow.
No, continue. What? Continue,
Rude.
please.
No,
you continue. Fuck you.
It's
continue.
Okay.
Continue.
It's okay.
I'm gonna cut this all out anyways.
You're so mean to me. I'm gonna cry.
You were about to say, Rob.
I was gonna say I don't want to be anywhere near children, but sure, educate me.
Okay, by the chance you do have to interact with someone who's a child, this will at least teach you what to do and what to talk to them about, okay? But the obviously important thing is we have to define what is a child, okay? What is a kid, right?
we have to define child.
It's an important thing to realize, okay? Because every age group has every age group of child, they all like just hate on each other. They all shit on each other, you know, exclusively within. It's like they're all infighting, right? But they don't realize that they're actually on the same team. So it's also important to realize what team are we trying to target right now, right? What team are we trying to understand? But to understand what a child is, right? I think the best way to describe it is, you know, a mini human, just a mini human who just has no fucking life. Okay, they have nothing else going on besides eating, pissing, shitting, schooling, and then being a bitch.
I'm glad you didn't quote Google for this. I'm glad you didn't go full YouTuber essayist and just Google the definition of child. I think I would have shot my brains out.
Oh no, don't worry. I would have
shot myself.
Don't worry. I made sure to make the most technical and professional descriptions for all of my definitions. Okay, but we obviously understand a child is a mini human. Okay, what else do we know about them? Around the ages 3 to 12. I think that's a pretty good solid area. Again, once you hit like 1 to 2, you're in toddler stages. You're like a baby. But after you hit past 2, you're 3 years old. You know, you can start speaking. You know, you can start spitting, and you can start watching and understanding some things. Right, your brain is somewhat. It's way underbaked, but it's still like, you know. It's there. You can eat a half-baked brownie and still enjoy it, kind of vibe. Right? And these are all known as Gen Alpha, right? As Gen Zers, right? So we got to understand that difference. Another important thing is lots of immense stress and pain to parents. We hate kids. You know, I wish I could just like punch them sometimes, but we can't unless there are kids, which is why I thought, Robyn, you know, that's how you got all your anger out. I thought you just had a secret child laying around and you just beat the shit out of it.
I would make a joke, but I don't want to be accused of having a child in my basement.
In my basement, almost just like seal the deal there.
I said I didn't want to be accused of it.
You know what? We'll keep it at allegedly.
If I had a child in my basement, allegedly, I might beat them up in order to relieve my stress and anxiety. Allegedly, I'm obviously in Minecraft. But
Allegedly in
obviously,
Minecraft.
I'm still very anxious and very depressed. So I obviously don't have a child in my basement to beat up.
Good. Neither do I. Glad we cleared the air there. But also, they are very impressionable, right? Because, when you punch and kick them, because they're also very kickable, they will probably try to replicate that. And I thought this would be the most accurate description of what I would do to kick a child. So,
kick the baby. Don't kick the baby. Kick the baby.
We love kicking the baby. We love kicking the baby so much. But we have to also think about, why are kids a pain? Okay, why do kids just suck? All right. And I think I made a very powerful visual here. So you see this? Do you know what this is?
Like a gumball?
This right here is a peeled grape, okay? And
oh my gosh, I remember that. When they did surgery on a grape.
They did do surgery on a grape. But we're not thinking about that meme. So stop getting this off track, Robyn. It's like you have the attention span of a Gen Alpha kid.
Well, I was an iPad kid before iPads exist, so.
That is true. You still are an iPad kid.
Oh, no need to call me out like that.
Your iPad child is in this call that we're in sometimes too. Is that maybe that's the kid I'm referring to, the kid that you abuse,
I would never
toss
beat
around.
Up that child. She's a good child.
Sure.
I just let her die sometimes.
Like you did today, exactly.
I don't abuse her though, I just let her die.
Sorry, neglect. Wrong word. Forgot the word difference there, but just, let's get back to the point here. Okay, so this here is the best way to represent, this right here is obviously a peeled grape. Okay, and what are peeled grapes? They're very sweet. They're very, they're very tasty. They're very smooth, but also a little bit mushy, right? That's how you would describe a child's brain, and this is probably the best way to describe a child's brain because their brains are sweet, smooth, and mushy, and it also makes you wonder why the fuck would you even peel a grape, right? It makes you question. But when you look at a child and how they act, it makes you question why the fuck would you do this? Are you stupid? Like I've done dumb shit as a child. I used to tear up paper towels, put them in my mouth, chew them all together, and bring them all out like a long braided cable of two paper towels. I don't know why I did that, but that was because my brain is just sweet, innocent, smooth, and mushy. But then there are things you can do, right? When these children are out of hand, you got to give them something to do. And I think you already answered this question, Robyn. What would you do to temporarily tame these little gremlins? What do you do?
I just pick them up and shake them. Oh.
I mean, close enough. Give them a little bit of a vertigo, shake them up a little bit, let their brain jostle around in their head, or without any effort at all, just give them an iPad with YouTube
Mentally
on it.
jostle them.
Mentally jostle
just
them.
Give their brain a good shake with kids YouTube.
Exactly. That's the exact thing we want to do.
Cocomelon.
Oh, glad you mentioned Cocomelon, because as you know, YouTube is a broad spectrum of children's content for all ages. This right here is just a slew.
I do have to say though, the baby sensory videos on kids' YouTube pops off.
Those are for actual
They pop off though. They're great.
I mean, I'm not gonna deny it. I've definitely watched them, and I've been lost in thought many times.
Get through college.
They're my escapism. Okay, this is what lets me feel insane by watching them.
Yep.
But right here, I gave a nice little few examples of what the children watch these days. Maybe you might recognize some of these. Like Mr. Beast, right? But we got
Cocomelon.
Yeah, we got Cocomelon. We got Dude Perfect Bluey up there. It's just a few things, right? But the important thing is, do you know what kids like more than YouTube? What? There is something that they love even more. And that is, if you can take a guess right now, Five Nights at Freddy's, Poppy Playtime.
Yes!
The Backrooms. All these horror games.
I was about to say, is Bendy and the Ink Machine there?
It is. Bendy and the Ink Machine. And of course, Garden of Ban Ban.
What the fuck is the one teacher one?
Oh, Baldi's Basics. Baldi's Basics.
That's not on there.
Well, listen, this is just a sample size. I can't
say this isn't me, though, because I might have not been doing the Five Nights at the Freddy's or the Benny Backrooms or the Indigo Park, but I had my Slender Man. I had my Jeff the Killer. I had my Tribal 12. I had my Mask and Tiki Toby. I had my horror stuff when I was a kid. Something about horror is very, alluring to children.
Exactly, right? And all these things, children just eat it up. I'm in the same boat. Why do you think I loved watching Markiplier and Jacksepticeye play horror games as a kid? There's just something about it. But this is the new age kids. Okay, this is what the new age kids are into, which means you got to learn how to play the new age game, Robyn. Do you even recognize any of these besides Five Nights at Freddy's?
I do recognize Bendy and the Ink Machine. I don't totally know what Poppy Playtime is, but I've seen them at mall kiosks, so I'm assuming it's fairly popular. And then I think I recognize Bam Bam, like, I recognize that figure. Oh, and then I do know Amanda the Adventurer. One I do know. The rest of them, I don't really know.
That's surprising.
Oh, Mouthwashing is also a now currently popular horror game.
No. We
amongst
don't.
children.
No, mouthwashing. That's not a kid's thing. Trust me. That's not a
Oh,
kid's
is it
thing.
not?
That is specifically for
Okay.
us grown adults. It is too existential and too deep to be for
Okay.
children. Okay. Everything here, if you haven't noticed, there's one thing in common. It's spooky and you got nice colors. I think the only difference would probably be Roblox stores. But everything else here, there's always something for you to latch onto. With Freddy Fazbear's or Five Nights at Freddy's, you got Freddy, you got Chica, you got Bonnie, Bendy and the Ink Machine, you got Bendy, you know, Garden of Bam Bam, you got all the characters you would ever need to get attached to for the children. Okay? So they get spooked, they don't need to think about the story. They just be like, scary monster, but he kind of look cool though. I'm about to draw some fan art. Boom. Popular. But maybe I did forget one thing, but I'm just not gonna, you know, we're not gonna. He's not a game. We're just gonna move past this. Just ignore that.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. No. We were not talking about that right now. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about. Because right now we're talking about Poopy Playtime. Robyn, what do you know about Poppy Playtime? Do you know anything about Poppy Playtime?
All I know is mall kiosks. That's literally the only thing I know about them, is that I see the little blue and the pink characters and I just see them like sitting there and I'm like, "Oh, what are you from?" And every time I hear Poppy, I think of my favorite musician. But no. And then it's this. Or Poppy the Performer, one of my favorite niche Japanese cartoons. Nope. And it's always taken over by Poopy fucking Playtime.
The more I hear you speak, the more I realize you would have eaten this shit up as a kid.
This would have been me as a kid.
Well, I'm gonna evoke your inner child, okay? The inner Jeff the Killer Lover is gonna be coming out because this is this is all up your alley, okay? Just to give you some context, made by this company called Mob Entertainment, and I would say probably one of the biggest game for kids maker horror games out there right now. Okay, they're like one of the bigger ones in the indie space, right? So they're pretty decent. They actually started off making YouTube animations where they would have Five Nights at Freddy's characters just goofing off as you would. But then they decided we're gonna make a game, and now look at that. Now you're seeing the mall plushies everywhere. But of course, the whole game is about you go breaking into this shut down company, this toy factory, to figure out what their dark secrets are. The company is called Playtime Co. And what's important to know is that there's orphan children. The whole story is about orphan children being murdered and experimented on to be turned into living toys. To then be marketed and sold to. So when you see those toys in the mall, it's just a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's exactly what they wanted.
That's like fucked up.
Yeah. And when you buy one of those, the whole lore is that technically, you're buying the soul of a dead child.
Damn.
Yep, that's the lore. But just you wait. It gets even better than this. It gets better than this, right? Just also give you, this is all the games. They have a lot of games. They're popping it out. And I will say,
4?
there's 4 games, okay? I played them. They've gotten good. I think they're out of any of the games that kids could be attached to, I would say these are not the worst. The first 2 suck. The third one is good. The fourth one hasn't come out yet, but we'll see. It's coming out soon. We'll see what happens. I'm not a big fan.
What do you even do in these games?
It really is just a theme park ride of walking around, solving some puzzles, and ooga booga, scary mascot monster come and kill you. But if you really wanted to get deep into it, there was like lore. There's like whole ass lore. Like,
Fun.
I'm not even lying. I'm gonna, let me explain to you some of the, let me just give you some brief overview of some of the characters here, okay? Oh, I also forgot, they're not only a game creator, they also were one of the few to make NFTs, as you could tell. They sold totally very well. So if you can tell, this is clearly, we're not talking about small fish in the pond here, okay? This is some big business shit.
Yeah.
That's how much they have to invest in their lore, which will start off with this guy right here, who you've definitely seen, Huggy Wuggy. This is the guy you've definitely seen in the mall. This guy right here. Yep. He's the boy right here.
Look at that mouth.
Yeah, don't think about, don't say nothing wrong. There's a dead child in there.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
There's a dead child in there.
I saw the mouth and my brain forgot it's technically a child.
Robyn, come on, listen, you gotta use your brain here. Are you not focusing? You know I'm giving a test after this, right? You gotta study up. Robyn, I didn't dive into all this kids content garbage rabbit hole for you to not be quizzed on it.
Damn, you sound like my history teacher.
I'm worse than your history teacher.
No one can be worse than him.
Are you sure about that? What
No
is the worst
one.
he's done?
I remember the one time I was in class and I was like half asleep, barely paying attention, and he was talking about something like the Alamo or something like that. Oh no, never mind. I know the worst thing he's done. He never did it to me, but he did it to other students. When students like had bad essays, he would staple McDonald's applications to them.
That's just honestly next level trolling. I wouldn't even call that
He
bad. That's
did.
just like
He's
reconsider your
it was
career
so
path.
Yeah. Yup.
But maybe he should have thought about that himself before he became a history teacher.
No, I think he loved it. I think he loved stapling McDonald's applications to the essays of failures.
Wait, what grade was this?
Like freshman year of high school, sophomore year of high school.
Damn. Okay. That's pretty savage. I just remember my middle school history teacher, like whenever he would like we would not do jack shit. He would be super serious at sometimes. Like whenever he would read your paper, he would read essays by you handing it to him right there. He would look at it in the moment and then grade it. Like you'd make all the kids stand in line and he would give your grade in front of everybody and you'll say it out loud to everybody.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. You thought you had a fucked up teacher? That's mine. And not to mention, he also did, when he was chill, because I had him for study hall too, he literally would just put on Star Trek or SpongeBob for everyone to watch. Anyways, so we're getting off topic, okay? Okay, Huggy Wuggy. Remember that name, Huggy Wuggy. Next up, can you guess who this is? Guess who this is? Just take a guess.
Oh,
guess what the name is.
Is this Poppy?
No! It's Kissy Missy. Keep up, Robyn.
Oh, damn.
You gotta keep up.
I don't know. She looks like a poppy.
If a child walked up to you and showed you this plushie, you have to say Kissy Missy.
I have to say Kissy Missy?
You gotta say it right.
What would the child do if I didn't say it right?
They would probably look at you and be like, this millennial, this adult 35-year-old woman.
Excuse me?
Listen, having tutor children, at the time, I was like 20 or like 19. Okay? And they were telling me, like, I asked them, how old do you think I am? They're like, 35? And I'm like, do you think I'm that old?
I've had children guess that I'm 54.
Exactly.
That really shows how well I'm aging.
Exactly. So if you drop a Kissy Missy in the middle of a conversation, they'd be like, wait, are you actually like 12?
if I hit him with that Kissy Missy.
Hit him with the Kissy Missy. Oh, no. Never mind. Take that back. Don't hit him with the Kissy Missy like that. Unless you kiss him on the forehead like a sweet grandmother. And then you pinch their cheeks.
That defeats the purpose. I'm trying not to be old.
Exactly. So you don't do that. You just say, oh, that bitch is Kissy Missy. I know her. That's so skibbity right there.
It's so skibbity.
Exactly. This is what you have to learn. But forget it. Okay, guess what this one is. Come on.
I don't see anything. I still only see Kissy Missy.
What? No! Stop lying to me.
Ooh, I don't know what her name is, but I love that dress. She's popping off.
Take a guess. Come on, you said it earlier.
Oh, Poppy?
This is the Poppy playtime. The headline character of the entire game.
Damn,
you're picking up.
Pretty. She pretty.
Yeah, they locked her in a box. You open her up, and then she betrays you. She
goals.
She kind of like you, actually. Maybe you could be Poppy one day.
I can get locked up in a box one day.
Yep,
but a girl can dream.
What are you fucking like? Who's that fucking magician that like does like crazy stunts?
Houdini?
Not Houdini. Well, Houdini's one of them. David Blaine. There you go. You could be the David Blaine. Get locked up in a box publicly. You know that movie, Now You See Me, or like that fucking magician heist movie? Boom. You could be locked yourself in a box, and then all of a sudden you rob the fucking entire country.
Oh, I want to rob a country.
I can see you doing that. Just
seems very Robin core.
It's very Robin core for you to just rob an entire country without anyone noticing. And then all of a sudden Brazil looks at their entire Federal Reserve. They're like, where did all our money go? I mean, we already wanted it gone. Actually, no, you accidentally just reset the entire fucking inflation of Brazil because you robbed the entire country. And then the country comes back to normal. It stabilizes. Boom.
I stabilized Brazil by stealing all its money.
You just steal the entire fucking entire GDP of the one country, and you fix the entire country because they have to print more money now. They can reset their entire economy. Boom.
I fix it. Perfect.
Unintended consequence of robbing a bank. Forget it. What about this one? Come on. Look at her. Doesn't she?
Squiggy Wiggy.
Squiggy? That's a good guess, actually. That's a pretty good guess. I'll give you a hint.
Why are her eyes and mouth emojis?
What? That's what she looks like.
In the first picture, she just straight up has emojis.
Yeah, like, wouldn't you be scared if you saw that?
Wiggy's got to upgrade. No, I love emojis.
Yeah, she looks. I mean, wouldn't you call her like, you know, a mommy with those emojis?
A mommy?
Like, because she is mommy Longlegs.
Oh.
She's one of the other enemies you must face. And worst part is, she bendy. Like, really bendy. And she's mommy.
Worst part is she's bendy.
I was trying to lure you into a bad... I was trying to lure you into a bait, and then I was going to reveal to you that just in case I was going to say, actually, she's a child, and then you would be grossed out, but no.
I forgot she was a child. I keep forgetting.
She's not. I was just trying to bait you. She's a mommy. Don't worry. You could say that.
She's not a child?
She's not a child.
Thank God.
You're like thinking about this, huh? The possibilities are endless now.
I had to think about my options.
It's like, what can I do now? Oh my God. But yes, he's a big bad. Spoiler alert, she dies.
Oh.
Sorry.
Of course.
Sorry.
They kill off the legal adults.
Yeah, I guess I gotta add necrophilia to that list if you would like.
Damn. Well, I guess we gotta stoop low somewhere.
Oh man. All right, this one might be an easier one. But take a guess. What's this guy's name?
He looks like the Cheshire Cat.
Kind of is, actually, with the vibe.
Yeah.
Take a guess. What's the name? I'll give you him the name. The word cat's is in the name.
Oh, I was gonna say like Diffgar, like he's the opposite of Garfield. Differog.
Instead, what's the opposite of lasagna then? Salad?
Azalgal.
That's why he's so skinny.
Skinny legend.
Skinny legend. No lasagna for this cat.
Skinny legend.
Now, this guy, he's Catnap, the big bad in the 3rd chapter of the game. Which, side note, the game is like those episodic games where it's like you gotta like buy the episode every time a new thing comes out, which sucks, right? Because the game's shit. Except for this chapter's fine. This one's fine. It's an alright game. I would say it's like if I were to put it on a tier list, it would be like a B+. I would say as a horror game. But you can't judge it because the full game technically isn't revealed. But anyways.
Oh, so you're like literally buying it episode by episode. There's no enjoyable ending that you get to consume.
Until all the episodes are out. Whenever the company decides they want to end it. Somebody tells me they're not going to end it for a while, though. They're going to milk this cow until it's fucking dead. Until it looks like that catnap right there on the right. Ain't nothing left but skin and bone. But this
skin and bone.
But this is gonna be a chunky one right here. So I'm gonna make this a little bit of a lightning round. We call these the smiling critters. Okay, this is what the children love. Okay, forget about all the scary shit here. Okay, forget about all this like creepy weird shit. All right, the kids are obsessed with these little critters right here. And Catnap is one of them. But don't worry, there's more. We got Bobby Bear Hug, Cake and Chicken, Dog Day, Bubba Bubba Fint, Picky Piggy, Hoppy Hopscotch, and one of my personal favorites, Grafty Corn.
Bubba fan.
Yep.
He's looking Bubba.
Yep. What kind of fucking comment is that? He kind of Bubba. No shit, he has it twice in his name.
I walk up to someone at the bar. They're looking mighty fine. I'm leaning on the bar and be like, "Hey, you looking mighty Bubba today."
Damn, girl, you got some big ass ears. You Dumbo? You just flap over here to me.
You looking mighty Bubba today, baby.
Oh man, you mighty Bubba right now. Call me Bubba, and I'm gonna make you some chili. God damn.
Yeah, damn.
I'm about to put you on a meat hook in the middle of Texas and eat you later. Oh damn.
That's fucking freaky.
What? That's Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh yeah, you're right. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about me just on a meat hook. I was like, oh yay, yo. But
Clearly.
Me and who?
Clearly, you haven't played Dead by Daylight.
I haven't actually. I haven't gotten around to playing it. I didn't need you to remind me.
Don't worry, I'll make you play it one day. I used to be addicted to that game. I don't have over 1,000 hours in that game for nothing.
Doodle Heads gaming channel.
Oh dear God, we don't need that already. We can barely upload on the podcast channel.
Damn.
But just you see right here, all these cute little critters, right? Don't they look adorable?
Mm-hmm.
But well, this is what this is what they actually look like after 10 years of cocaine use.
Damn,
Not
I
too
hope
good.
I aged that well.
Sure. I hope so too. Give me
I
more
don't know how
reasons to
I'm
make fun of
supposed-
you.
Damn.
Oh, goddamn, is that the
Damn.
Baba Yaga over there?
The Baba
Over the years, even though we're animated, we gotta make ourselves look old. Maybe like, I'm already bald, but like maybe just give me like the side patch of hair over time. Like I all of a sudden start growing hair, or I just stop deciding to shave my head as an alien.
Damn.
That'll be
What
perfect.
did you get like alien monk hair?
I get monk hair and you get saggier tits. Your tits slowly start sagging over to your tablet.
Just sagging over.
Eventually, it's just gonna be covering the entire tablet.
Oh. Oh, like noodles. Oh.
And then we'll have like the iPad randomly turn on because it's just touch sensitive, so it'll randomly just get turned on by your titties and then start
I
playing.
already do that. Like sag or no sag, they just sit on my desk.
What, your titties just automatically turn on your iPad randomly?
Well, a lot of I hold it very close. I hold it very, very close to me. So having a big chest and needing to hold things close to you, like I drive and I'm constantly at risk of honking my horn.
What if you would, like, when you were like drawing, right? Like, and you don't have a desk or any way to put your tablet on, what if you like took like a book or something, right? Put it underneath your tits so it kind of goes up, and then you lay your iPad on top of it and it's at a sloped angle. And then you write right on top of it.
Sometimes. I do that sometimes.
Oh, so you already have these engineering feats planned out.
No, shut the fuck up. Continue. Continue.
Yeah, well, those aren't even, there's actually a lot of them. There's like so many fucking characters in this game. Like, it's actually stupid. I literally was just so lazy. They have a whole Wikipedia page for all these characters with descriptions on who they are, their personalities, their favorite interests, their friends, their love interests, their fucking sexual orientation, everything. Everything.
Bat.
But I do like Sir Poops a lot on the right side.
I like the bat one, the pink bat.
Raby
That
Baby.
one pops off. Raby Baby.
That's
I'm
her
stealing
name.
it.
Honestly, it does kind of fall under the Robyn core. Her whole characteristic is her whole characteristic is she spreads a lot of gossip. So you know what? I think that honestly fits pretty well with you.
Whoa, you think I spread a lot of gossip?
But I mean, you could.
I just spread facts.
That are also gossip.
No.
Gossipy facts. Does gossip always have to be... Okay, that actually, girl question here. Is gossip only considered something that is untrue? Or could it also be considered that's something that is true?
Well, okay. So gossip, it includes both the true and untrue, but due to the fact that it has such a negative connotation, most of the time it's used in a way for stuff that people are claiming is untrue, like rumors. Rumors could technically be true, but because of the negative connotation, you automatically assume it's a lie.
Sorry, I just took a bite out of my burrito.
You're eating during your presentation?
Why, is that a problem?
Dude, my history teacher would staple 2 McDonald's applications to this.
Bitch, and then I'll order a fucking McDouble. Fuck you, history teacher. I do what I want. I'm an adult. I pay taxes. I pay my rent. Fuck you. Anyways, next up. No comment. Next up, Garden of Bonbon, or Garden of Banban, okay? Another game in this horror mascot zone. Now, do a little difference, right? But we're kind of downscaling a little bit, okay? Before, the Mob Entertainment is a pretty big company. But this game, made by 2 dudes. And something tells, I think, from what I've heard, they do be 2 Indian dudes, too. So that adds to...
representation.
Representation, but not the best kind, unfortunately. Because, personally, I think this game is shit. Because guess what? It's also about uncovering dark secrets of a shutdown kindergarten where... Oh my gosh, children went missing and died and were experimented on. What? Doesn't that sound a little too familiar? Like, something like Poppy Playtime.
Isn't that how all of these games are? Like, that's what Five Nights at Freddy's is. You're a security guard uncovering the secrets of the mystery pizzeria.
But it was the first one. It was the first one that popularized all this, okay? It was the catalyst that started all this stuff, right? Like, this Garden of Banban thing was started like 2 years ago, and it's still
although
going.
Technically, I don't know if that is fully true because wouldn't Slender Man count as coming before Five Nights at Freddy's, where you're in the forest discovering the secrets of children that mysteriously went missing due to the Slender Man?
Are we talking about the history of indie horror games, or are we talking about the history of mascot indie horror games? There's a difference.
But does Slender Man not count as like a mascot in a way?
I would
It's
say he's
not
more of a
like-
creepypasta because he existed before. Because
that's
Five Nights
fair.
at Freddy's and all these characters, they're all like original. Slender Man was a creepypasta. Even Jeff the Killer was a creepypasta. SCPs are creepypastas. So like they existed already to some degree.
That's fair. That's fair.
So get dunked on. I know what I'm
fine.
talking about.
Yeah.
I'm writing an entire presentation about this. You think I wouldn't know?
Yes.
How dare you? How dare you? I'm gonna switch to the little reaction heads now because I'm insulted with you.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to see your tits anymore.
Damn. Nerfing me.
Yup.
See how it is.
And of course, as I said, I hate this game. It's shit. All the games are shit. I regret playing them. Fucking Fat Meme God forced me to play all of them. At least he paid me though. He paid me to be there. But you couldn't pay me more. You could have paid me more. Just maybe like I don't know. Maybe like maybe like $3,000. I think would have been a good amount, a fair amount. I think it's fair market value to succumb someone to these games. But of course, just like before, we gotta go through a few of the characters. Okay, again, these characters, kids will go wild. And I didn't do this many characters, okay, because there's too many. But here's the first one. What is his name? Guess.
Why is there a pancreas?
You're asking too many questions and not answering my question.
Is his name Pancreas?
No, his name is not Pancreas. His name is Ban
Is
Ban.
that a liver? Ban Ban?
His
That's
name is
Ban Ban?
He is the Garten.
Okay.
And yes, he is holding a pancreas because he loves eating pancreases. He will ask you to hand over your pancreas multiple times.
So like Eyelash Jack, where he wants to eat your kidneys.
Is that a thing Eyelash Jack did?
Yeah, he was the kidney thief. He was my favorite.
Oh, I guess I learned something new every day. Maybe he should steal my kidneys because I think my kidneys are broken. Because I always piss. I piss way too much and it's always clear. Like we had this conversation a while ago before off camera. Like it was a bit of an issue I was having.
Yeah.
I keep peeing too much.
Your pissing issues.
I have a lot of pissing. I piss too much. I can't stop it. Or maybe I just have a tiny bladder. That could be it.
Probably a bit of both.
I think I just have a tiny baby bladder. But next up, this guy right here. He's the one good thing that came out of this game. Alexa, shut up! I'm making a presentation! As I was saying, I love this guy. He reminds me of me. Guess what his name is? I'll give you a hint. He's big. And that fits in his name.
Big boy.
Honestly, not a bad guess. You hit it with the alliteration. It's Jumbo Josh! My boy Jumbo Josh! We love him. We crucify him. He got a thick ass. And also, he's Jumbo Josh, bruh.
Jumbo Josh.
I'm sorry. I just said
that is a good name. That name does pop off.
It do pop off. That is the one good thing about him, is that he is a dumb fucking name. That is the only reason he exists. The only reason I like him is because of that. Now this one. Besides looking like me after 3 edibles, what do you think his name is?
Haktua.
That's a horrible fucking guess.
I didn't even mean to guess that. I meant to go like Hugabada, but my brain went Haktua.
Oh god, maybe you already have brain rot because that immediately you just went straight to Haktua. This will forever be dated now. This episode is now forever tainted because of you.
I'm sorry. I tend to do that.
Well, its name is Apila Bird, okay?
Opila Bird?
Opila Bird. Don't ask. I genuinely don't understand where the word Opila comes from.
That sounds like the name of like an actual bird.
Well, yeah, there you go. And this is the Opila brand or breed. The Opila breed.
Right here, you are experiencing the Opila Bird as he slowly stares into your soul because he is stoned out of his mind.
Yeah, fuck this guy. The only good thing about him is the bird up meme. But we also have a plushie break. I know you're really exhausted.
Plushies!
There's a lot of plushies here.
Don't tell me there's a Skibbity toilet plushie. That looks so uncomfortable.
What are you talking about? Wait, which one? The one on the left? Like
the Skibbity toilet one.
That Skibbity.
That does not look like. That's not a comfy plushie.
Well,
as a plushie enthusiast, I take my plushies very seriously. I am currently sitting in a bed with at least 42 plushies. 2 of them like the size of half of my body and my Lucifer body pillow.
Well,
So
and
I
the one
take
and the
plushies
one I
very
gave you,
seriously.
and the one I gave you for Christmas.
And the one you gave me, yes, and the one you gave me for Christmas in the episode that will be going up on my birthday because you owe it to me.
No, that we don't talk about that episode. It's banned for a reason.
I'm gonna get it. You're going to upload it for my birthday.
Listen, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know of any such thing. You know, how about this? I will agree to release the banned episode on your birthday if you can name at least 4 or 5 of the plushies on the screen.
Fuck. Okay.
You said Skibidi Toilet already.
Okay, so Skibidi Toilet, I got 1. Next to Skibidi Toilet, fuck, I don't remember his name. Never mind.
Which one? Which one? Huh? Which one?
No. Above Skibidi Toilet is Ban.
That's 2. Okay.
Over all the way on the other side is Jumbo Josh.
All right.
Fuck, what is Catnap? I got it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I got 4.
No, I said 5.
No, you said 4.
I changed it to 5. I said 5. I said 5.
Fuck. No, you owe this to me.
I said 5.
What the fuck is Huggy Wuggy?
Which one? Which one's Huggy Wuggy?
The one next to Skibidi Toilet, the one that I almost forgot. Huggy Wuggy, right below Catnap.
I said 6.
No. Okay, now you're definitely gaslighting
No,
me.
I said
Everyone,
I said
see
6.
what Medz does to me?
No.
He abuses me.
No. I did no such thing. I am not your iPad child, okay?
You abused me. I guessed. I did 5. I did it. I even let you gaslight me the first time.
I didn't do it. I didn't gaslight you. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Go on. Okay, just do one more.
did.
Can you guess one more? Just for shits and giggles, you know? Just for shits
No,
and
I
giggles.
seriously
No?
can't. I don't remember
No?
the doggy one. Doggy Woggy.
Again, not even a bad guess, honestly, with these fucking names.
Sheepy Weepy.
Fine. Maybe I will upload that banned episode. But if you want to see it, viewer, you gotta subscribe. Okay, listener, you gotta subscribe. If you think you want to listen to that banned episode, it'll come in Robyn's birthday.
Oh, trust me, you want to. I flash my balls to everyone. You totally want to see it.
She did, in fact, flash her balls, and I flashed my boobs. That is all you get to know.
Yup.
That is all you get to know. But plus you break over, we gotta get serious, okay? You're probably maybe wondering, for the longest time, what the fuck is a sprunky, okay? Before you asked me this question a while ago, and I told you I would save it for the podcast. Well, here it is. You're about to learn what a sprunky is. Are you ready, Robyn?
Yes, I am ready to be educated on sprunkies.
This is the most recent child phenomena. Children are obsessed with these things. And you might be asking yourself, what is this? Well, I'll tell you one thing. It is a game. Have you ever heard of Incredibox?
No.
The best way to describe it is a music maker. Okay, you make little music with these little doodahs. And the game Sprunky was made in Scratch. Have you ever seen this game before? You ever seen this before? It'd be like,
oh my gosh,
yeah.
I used Scratch myself.
I know, right? I think it was in my computer class in like elementary school. I was taught how to use Scratch. Never learned how to use it again, but I did definitely use it.
What a throwback.
Definitely a throwback.
What a throwback.
And just so you know what this is, it's made by one child, by the way, okay? Compared to a multi-employee company, a 2-person developer team, and now to a single child making this game. Arguably speaking, though the Poppy Playtime has probably made more money, this game probably had the most attention on it. And it was made by a single child. Who would have thought that a child of Gen Alpha would know how to appease Gen Alpha? But this is what the game looks like. This is Gen Alpha. This is what's Gen Alpha. That's Incredibox, right? That's Incredibox up top, so you know what that looks like, all right?
Oh, I remember like the music guys. Like you put different hats on them and they make different songs.
Yeah, so you get the vibe then. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Because that was modded to look like this. These are the Sprunkies. Pretty similar vibe. But you're probably asking yourself, right? How did this game get so big? What is so special about this, right? Well, there's a small little twist, right? You got these guys right here, right? These little rainbow-looking dudes. Well, they have alter egos. And they be extra spoopy. And this makes the kids apparently all across the world go freakazoid. Every child on YouTube wants to see the Sprunkies do Sprunky things. It is insanity. And it makes you wonder, what are their names? What is their lore? Who are these? Robyn, are you ready to get the crash course of a lifetime? I fucking want to kill myself after listening to all this. So I'm going to succumb you to the same pain.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Educate me.
All right, we're going to start off with first, Ratty. All right, remember that name, Robyn. Say it with me, Ratty. That's this dude right here.
Is he hanging himself?
Yes, he is hanging himself.
That's not rad.
That's what happened to Ratty. He died. A child thought, I want to hang this red guy, and that's going to be his entire personality.
As all children do.
As all children do. Next up, Veneria. Got beautiful hair, and all of a sudden the hair turned brown.
Veneria, like a venereal disease?
Probably.
That's insane.
I don't understand where these children get these names from. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how they thought of these things. I'm sure maybe you would have thought of it as a child.
I would have come up with a better name than Veneria.
Oh, don't worry, it gets better from here. We got Clucker. Motherfucker got destroyed by his own symbol. Completely
looks
smushed.
Like out of one of those, like, you remember those old PETA Flash games? He looks like he's straight out of one of those. Like, he's the chainsaw in that one
Skull Kid.
one.
Oh, wait, I was thinking Skull Kid. That was a good Flash game.
I was thinking of the PETA game where you had to, like, take care of a chicken, but then you accidentally killed the chicken.
I know what game you're talking about.
That is what Clucker looks like.
It was like the one thing you would click on looked like a bicycle, and then you click on the bicycle, but it actually turns into a shredder.
And it turned over, yes!
And it just demolished, it would just demolish the entire chicken. Hold on, I need to find that game now. I need to show everyone this game. That was like, I remember playing that game like in the computer lab, and like
in the computer, like at your school.
Yeah, I would show it to other kids and be like, "Look at this game."
You were that kid. You were that kid.
I kind of was that kid. Your dog also agrees with me.
I can't today. I can't catch a break.
I need to find this game. Where is it? I forgot what it's called. Well, this is definitely one of the games.
You can search up PETA Chicken Game.
This is a game I remember playing. Skull Kid.
Oh, that I don't remember.
Oh, this game was a classic. You would just walk around with that chainsaw, and then you would start shooting dudes in this office setting. It was everything. As a child, I played this so many times. A game I definitely should not have played, for sure.
As most of us shouldn't have played the games that we played.
PETA Chicken Game? Is that what it's called? That is not
PETA Chicken. Like, just search up PETA Chicken Game.
Oh, this one too. Mama Kills. This was another game.
Yes. Yep.
This is this one. Can Your Pet. This is what it was. Can Your Pet. I remember this game. Yep. This was the game. You would like take care of the little chickie, and then all of a sudden he gets flipped around and buzzsawed into chicken tenders, I think. That's why it says Can Your Pet. Oh, classic. That's what I'm saying. If I was a child and I saw this, I would be all over it. I would be playing this shit every day.
Yep.
But next up is probably where you can see the kid was running out of ideas. We got Funbot. Left side is a normal, right side is scared. Yep, he'd just be sad. They couldn't
be sad.
They couldn't. I guess he didn't have the heart to kill the robot. Poor Mr. Funbot is all alone. Next up, Orin. Now this buddy right here got really fucked up. Rib caged open, heart still beating, crying out the eyes, but he's still vibing. Which, by the way, all the lore is just how they got murdered. And it's kind of funny when you read the wiki. It's like, Orin was the one that would most likely play Fortnite. That is actually on the fucking wiki. Like, shit like this is on the wiki.
You know what? He does look like someone who would play Fortnite, but, like, not in, like, a bad way. Like, he just hasn't found better video games yet.
He hasn't found No Baby yet.
Like me to... He hasn't found No Baby yet. Well, he's not gonna find it now because they're taken down. Thanks for reminding me of my wounds.
Don't worry about it. Hey, look, it's Pinky. Don't you like Pinky?
Their face ripped off.
Yeah. When I saw this, do you know Happy Tree Friends?
Yes! Oh my gosh, I love the sergeant guy.
Yes, the guy who has PTSD.
Yes. Oh my gosh, he's so cute.
He's cute, and he was also he was the only innocent and cute one. Actually, I would agree he was actually kind of the cool one.
Oh, you mean cute in a different way.
What? What do you mean?
Nothing. Continue.
What do you mean in a different row? Explain yourself.
No. You continue.
Come on, look at Flippy.
Yeah.
Look at him. PTSD
I
moment.
like him.
He was a banger character. Next up, very, very creatively, we got Gray. I don't know about this one, but
Damn.
you know, he is
He
the
got
one.
PTSD.
He also got PTSD, but he also is the one that gets shipped with like another character, another one of the Sprunkies, very much of the time.
Oh.
Yeah, when I was researching this, the amount of thumbnails I've seen of just titties and ass, no joke, on YouTube.
What?
Oh yeah, no, it's bad. That's the one thing about YouTube Kids content. Holy shit, the amount of titties and ass you could find is insane.
Oh.
I'm not even lying. I could probably find one right now. I could find an old screenshot of like of a thumbnail that I found. Yeah. Well, and I bet you if I showed it to you, guess what? We get banned. We get flagged. We get marked as sexual harassment.
Save it for the after hours. Sexual harassment. We'll save it for the after hours.
Here you go. Look at this. This is a real YouTube thumbnail that I found.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
That is crazy.
These are real.
This Elsa Gate.
Literally.
Gate Sprunky edition.
Elsa Gate Sprunky edition. I'm telling you, this rabbit hole goes way too deep, and I don't know. I really hate that I went down it. I really.
To be fair, the white one is really cute. I'm not surprised.
Oh, we'll get to her in just a second, because right here is Wenda, the white one that you think is very cute. Yeah, no, her and Gray. Apparently, people love her a little too much. We love Wenda. We can Wenda.
I can Wenda. Looking at her second picture, I'm like, that's a vibe. That's
honestly,
a vibe.
Yeah. I think Wenda's your vibe. Wenda is Robin Core.
Wenda's Robin Core.
Put that shit on the wiki.
All versions. I can't wait. I can't wait till we have the Robin Core wiki.
The Doodle Heads Wikipedia page is gonna go crazy.
Hell yeah.
You all better be writing down. Come on, you all better be writing down everything we say so you can write an entire encyclopedia about our lives.
I hope so. I hope we just get a whole documentary.
If you think if we fed an AI bot all our entire episode of the podcast, what do you think? What kind of AI do you think would come out? I swear for you, it would be a genuine serial killer that would spawn out of it. Some horny ass serial killer.
Horny ass. So me.
Exactly, you. It'll just reproduce you, but in the most terrifying way possible.
In the most terrifying way possible. It sounds like it's in the best way possible.
Having you is already terrible. Having two of you and one that has no empathy and emotion is even worse.
I have empathy and emotion?
Next up is Mr. Tree.
It's just a missing poster and Gray.
No, I couldn't tell you. I don't know who that kid is.
The bitch gone from Pseudo Wudo to one of the trees in Slender Man.
That's one of the 8 pages right there. Better be careful. It's a missing child poster. Next up is Sky. Sky got I would say the short end of the stick. Get it? Because it got like poles and sticks inside of them. Sky also loves teddy bears. I learned that from the wiki. I'm learning so many things. I hope you're learning with me.
I relate to you, Sky. I love teddy bears.
I hope you really take all this knowledge and, practically use this in your day-to-day life.
Of course I will. This is very valuable knowledge that I need to have.
Yes, please. The next time you decide to go and talk to a child, instead of trying to punt it across the room, just say, hey, I know who Sky Sprunky is. And they like bears.
Hit him with that Sprunky.
And then you kick them across the room.
And then I physically abuse them.
Exactly. Next up is Brud. Don't know what happened to Brud, but clearly he chilling. Half his head's gone.
Brud's a mood. Why does Brud look like better with just half a head? Like, I feel like he's like Brud regular edition, he doesn't have 2 brain cells to rub together. Brud, like, post-death edition, I feel like he has, like, a 401k.
He just has a high pain tolerance, I think, because he looks unfazed,
Like me!
Like you, maybe, well, fuck Wenda, this is who you want. You need to become a Brud.
No, I'm Wenda. I want to be Wenda.
Fine. I have to find myself. I
want to be
Sprunky.
Tracer.
I have to find that Sprunky that I love. I'll show you when I find him. Black. Next up is Garnold. One of my favorites. Look at his humanoid teeth. He's got some nice pearly whites. He's been hiding those under that weird Daft Punk looking mask.
He does.
But he's my personal favorite. He seems like a cool guy. He also has
He
a
is
really
a
cool
cutie.
sound. Be careful.
Sound.
Ah! Ignore that.
Did you just murder yourself?
No, ignore that. Ignore that. That was nothing. That was just my beeper going beep, beep, beep.
Beep beep beep.
Oh, my second favorite. Please pronounce his name for me.
Owax.
Nope. Try again.
Owakas.
Nope. One more time, please, for the rest of the class to hear.
Owakas. Owakas.
Owackix.
Owackix.
Owackix, okay?
Owackix.
Ignore the fact this kid just slammed to the keyboard and thought it was a great name. I really don't know where this name comes from. There is nothing on the wiki. It really is just a name that this kid just slapped on the keyboard and called it a day. But hey,
Owackix.
he lost half his skin. That's worth something. And he looks like he's
True.
tweaking out of his mind. Next up, we got Condom Man, or what is it? Hooded Man, Jevin. He looks like he loves to cult and worship, but like you. See, there's so many
Hell-
characters you could self-insert yourself
Hell
into here.
yeah.
Would you say
Oh,
you're
the
becoming?
Sprunkies are just me.
Yeah. Would you say you're becoming a fan slowly of the Sprunkies? I think so.
Yeah, I'm slowly becoming a Sprunky stan.
A sprunker. You gotta call it. I think that's what they call themselves. They call
A
themselves sprunkers.
A sprunk.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
calling myself a sprunker.
Come on, you gotta be a
That
sprunker.
sounds dirty.
Come on, guys, be a sprunker. Join the sprunk army.
The Sprunk Army.
Mr. Sun,
Oh,
one-eyed
damn.
boy right there. Then we got Durple. He's a dragon.
Durple.
Who doesn't breathe fire? But he's a dragon. I learned these things. Am I losing brain cells, Robin? Am I slowly?
Probably.
Am I? Simon! Simon! He seems like a chill guy. Not as chill as the chill guy meme, but he do got some nice pearly whites. Am I actually losing my mind, Robin? Did I?
Maybe. But Simon bussin'.
Simon is bussin'. Look at those chompers. Mr. Fun Computer is my third favorite, though. I love his scary form. Look at him.
Was that the one that was sitting on window or something? And the one that
Oh yeah, that was the
I
and that thumbnail.
recognize the hat.
I'm glad you're paying attention. I'm glad you've been paying close attention to all these small little details. Not everyone can catch this. Not every sprunker can catch these details. You're already a proven sprunker.
I know.
And then Tunner, the last sprunky on this list.
Oh, poor Tunner.
I know. I don't know who shot him. Probably you.
Yeah, probably me.
You are. You would be the guy.
When
Huh?
I just shoot things.
You do.
Boom, boom.
You did shoot it in the school, so yeah.
No! No. Now everyone has to watch the other episode for context. I did not shoot up a school.
It was a simulation. Okay?
Dude,
I'll tell that.
Dude,
It was a simulation.
yeah. Yep. Watch
Yep.
the other episode for context.
Yep. Watch it so you understand that she's not evil yet.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff we went through, right? And how do you feel right now? How do you feel about all the knowledge you've absorbed?
I feel okay. There's a lot of sprunkies. I still don't understand what each of the sprunkies do, but I'm starting to pick out some of my favorites, and you know what? I see the appeal. It's a fun little simple design that people can enjoy.
I'm glad. I'm glad you see the appeal, but I still feel like I forgot one really important child entertainment like piece of content.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really put my finger on it, but I think it's coming though, because a new challenger is approaching the ring.
Oh my gosh, get this out of my face. You know what? Presentation over. I
No.
don't want to see this.
No, Robin.
I don't want to see this.
You think I would
draw the
forget?
line here.
You think I would forget to explain the lore of Skibbity Toilet to you?
I don't want to know the lore of Skibbity Toilet. You know what? I was really having fun with the Sprunkies. I was hoping I'd learn more about the Sprunkies, and instead, you throw this in my face like a vat of acid.
Robin, just hear me out, Robin. Okay, there's a reason
No.
that Skibbity Toilet is the most popular kids' brain rot known to man. There's a reason, okay? It's made by this guy named Da Fuck Boom. He is officially now the brain rot king. Because even before this, you want to know something crazy? Before Skibbity Toilet was even a thing, I watched his videos as a child.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been at this for years, okay? I watched his shit. He would just make shitpost Gmod SFM animations. Do you know any of those two words that I just said?
Yeah, because I remember the My Little Pony, like, Gmod animations.
Oh, okay. So you've also been thoroughly, like, touched by this stuff, too.
Yeah, I love the My Little Pony ones.
I'm so glad you were on that side of the internet. I don't know what I would do without you if you weren't.
I know.
But yes, he's the king, all right? And if you want to know the basic gist of the Skibidi Toilet lore, okay, it really is just about a fight for survival. It is the fight against a strange virus that turned humans into toilets. It is probably the best way to describe a apocalyptic storyline. But for kids, it's The Walking Dead for kids, right? But it's not the whole story. It's not just a story that makes it good, okay? It really is the animation, the action, the fucking kaiju style fights. And if you think about it, it's kind of like anime. Think about this. It's like anime. Like, why do you watch Naruto? Why do you watch Bleach or any of these old animes that you love, right? These classic animes that people have attached themselves to. It's because it's about the drama, it's about the crazy plot, and then building up to these badass fights. Except the entire Skibidi Toilet show, or whatever the fuck animations, are just the fights. The best part about them. And with how brain rotten and ADHD riddled these kids are, that's what they want to see. What do you remember most about these shows? The characters and the fights in anime. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No, you're right. You're right.
Exactly. So to shit on Skibidi Toilet is like shitting on anime.
Whoa. Don't compare it.
I just did.
Nothing like
I
anime.
just did. You just agreed with me
Like
this
anime.
entire time, and now you're
No.
backtracking because I made a very bold statement.
Because you know what? The fights are great. The fights are great. I fucking love it. I love the way. No, it's nothing like Skibidi Toilet.
If you were a child, imagine this. You were a child on YouTube scrolling and watching shit, okay? You're watching what? People react to stupid things, maybe people playing a couple horror games, but what you want is some action. You want some cool shit. But then you find nothing. The most you'll probably find is anime. But the only thing that's unique, that fits your stupid, mushy-ass, peeled-ass grape brain is Skibidi Toilet. You know why? Because it has toilets, it has camera people, TV people, speaker people doing crazy shit and doing Fortnite dances. And your brain loves that shit. Combine that with badass action, you have built the fucking empire of a century. Robyn, this is no different than anime.
It is so different from anime. I will not let you diss my livelihood for Skibidi Toilet.
Late. Okay? It's already started. They have toys in Target. It's already
I know, I see them in my
intruding.
fucking GameStop. I'll be going in, fucking looking at the latest discount game or the little Sanrio merch that they have, and I fucking see Skibidi Toilet. I can't fucking escape it.
Robyn,
It's triggering.
You can never
It's
escape
triggering.
it. You can't escape it, Robyn. The only thing you can do is embrace it. Embrace Skibidi Toilet. Imagine it's in Fortnite, Robyn. It's in Fortnite.
I don't care enough about Fortnite.
Neither do I. But if something makes it into Fortnite, that's how you know it's too big to stop. If Naruto, if Master Chief, if God of War, if every Marvel character, Ariana Grande, Travis Scott, every celebrity under the sun is in Fortnite, and then Skibidi Toilet is in there, you know it's unstoppable. It's a force to be reckoned with, Robyn. And trying to resist the urge to at least acknowledge Skibidi Toilet is like trying to resist the urge to die. And it's not possible. Especially for you. So,
I know,
Robyn,
because I really want to die.
I know, but you can't, Robyn. You can't. Because Skibidi Toilet has already infected our lives. I'm sorry, Robyn.
Fine.
I'm sorry. Anyways, this is the camera people. And that's a Skibidi Toilet. That's a TV man. And that's Titan Speaker Man.
Oh, Speaker Man.
Did I change your mind?
I still don't like the most of the Skibidi Toilet franchise, but Speaker Man.
I take that as a maybe.
I
take it as a maybe.
I love a man with a black and red color palette.
That's why I made sure I got the thockiest and thickest and buffest picture of him.
Dude, you did it! You did it! So you knew. You knew how to tempt me, Satan.
Satan? No. I'm just getting started at Skibidi Toilet. I am Skibidi. I am raising up your Skibidi right now.
No! Do not raise up my Skibidi. I don't want none of your yacht.
My yacht cannot be stopped.
You will not
I have
phantom tax
level
me.
85
You will
yacht.
not phantom tax me.
You are cooked, bro. You are fucking cooked. My yacht is all over that thing, all right? You can't stop me.
What?
But you've survived, Robin. You should be proud of yourself because now you're officially a brain rotten individual if you haven't already.
Brain cells go wah.
Yes. Yes. That was the exact thing I wanted to hear from you.
Wow, I feel my health greatly affected by this.
Don't
I
worry.
think I need to
Yes.
see my doctor.
Oh, don't worry. Your doctor is probably Dr. Cameraman. He will take care of you very well. He'll prescribe you a nice plunger to the head, and it'll make your feeling of pain go away instantaneously. Just like you flushing down a giant turd down the toilet.
Ugh. Ugh. I hate that visual.
Hey,
Thank
man,
you. Now I'm sick.
I gotta go on your wavelength. But what are your thoughts, Robin? Would you say this is some valuable information? Well, what is your major takeaway from this
I
presentation that I spent hours working on, hours researching on as well?
that there are a lot of choices that people make in life, and making stuff like this is one of them. And I think you are absolutely right in the sense that I think if I was a child, I would eat this stuff up. I think God put me in this generation for a reason, because I think I would be an absolute menace to society if I was a Gen Alpha child. Like, Gen Z is already too much of like a technologically savvy generation for me to be in and not cause trouble. I think if I was any younger, I'd be a menace to society.
Just know that this is just Gen Alpha, right? And now that it's 2025, we're in Generation Beta.
Yup.
Just imagine what that shit would look like.
I
Skibbity, sprunky playtime.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what these stupid little kids come up with.
I agree. I really can't wait. I can't wait to be 80 years old and see what these kids are watching. I'm gonna make. That's the best part about this is that you realize that what kids like, it's a never-ending cycle. They're all the same. What we liked as kids is the same as
Mhm.
what these kids liked. The quality is varying, but hey, we've all got our stuff. So why hate on Gen Alpha? This was actually a PSA the entire time to brainwash everyone
Mhm.
into being not haters of Gen Alpha, but accepting of Gen Alpha. And as a Gen Zer,
Gen Alpha's not that bad.
if you're a Gen Alpha kid, we accept you. Except if you are, Robin, who do we hate in Gen Alpha?
Oh, I don't know any Gen Alpha kids.
Never mind, I take it all back. I hate all of you,
The
actually.
Danielle Bergoli's child. No, wait, that's probably Beta.
That's Beta, probably.
I don't know enough children.
We'll keep it that way,
Wow.
Robin. We'll keep it that way.
I think that's a good thing.
We'll keep it that way. But thank you so much for listening to my extensive rant about kids' content. I hope you all learned something today. And I hope you all learned that I probably am never going to walk away the same again.
And you know what? That's okay.
Ah!